Okay then. A Softus Publishing production. Commander Keen in Keen Dreams. This software is the shareware version. I don't know if there even was a full non-shareware version. Alright, 5 to play the game. Commander Keen in Keen Dreams. Spooky. Regardless, hello everyone, this is Arafel and I'm playing Commander Keen in Keen Dreams, otherwise just known as Keen Dreams. Yes, the mouses. We have normal, easy, and hard modes. We have help. Help me, I'm lost. You can get full details of how to operate the game by reading or printing the instructions from the main options menu. Controls, arrow keys or joystick, control key or joystick 1, control or joystick button 1 to jump, up and down to climb poles, that is new in this engine. To throw a flower power or boobus bomb, press the Alt key. Yeah, you don't have proper weapons in Keen Dreams. If you're on something, you can jump down by pressing down and control. You can duck, but not when you're next to a pole, you'll climb it instead. Help, sound, show use keyboard, restart save. The story. Billy Blaze, 8-year-old genius working diligently in his backyard clubhouse, has created an interstellar starship from old soup cans, rubber cement, and plastic tubing. Yep, we've heard that before. While his folks are out on the town and the babysitter has fallen asleep, Billy travels to his backyard workshop, dons his brother's football helmet, and transforms into Commander Keen, Defender of Earth. In his ship, the Bean with Bacon Mega Rocket, Keen dispenses galactic justice with an iron hand. Or something. I just saved the Earth, Mom. I don't have to eat vegetables. Sure, dear. I bet Neil Armstrong never complained about his mashed potatoes. I bet Neil Armstrong never traveled to Vorticon 6 and defeated the Grand Intellect either. He sat there, legs dangling, staring at his offensive, starch-laden foe. That seems kind of weird. Don't kids normally like mashed potatoes? My cable's a little... Okay, that's better. The cord on my controller was kind of caught in a weird spot. After a pointed remark about the quality of the mashed potatoes, maybe she just doesn't know how to make them, Billy was sent to his room. Stupid vegetables. Soon, Billy was fast asleep. Suddenly, he woke up and his bed was on top of a hill. On either side of the bed were giant potatoes wearing metal helmets and carrying bayonets. Come with us now, Captain Keen. You've been brought here by the Dream Machine. Boobus Tuber, our king and boss, is now your master. Come with us. Billy frowned, grabbed the football helmet off his best pose, and started to put it on. First of all, Spuds, that's Commander Keen. Second of all, who do you think you are? We're Tater Troopers, it's plain to see. So get... Keen reached under his pillow and retrieved the Vorticon Hyper Pistol. He moved it from stun past disrupt, all the way up to fried to delicate brown. How about a walk on the fried side, boys? 2 zaps later, Keen panted. Ah, nuts, my hyper pistol's empty. Just then a child in chains ran up to him. Keen, oh Captain Keen, save us from the Dream Machine. That's Commander Keen. Whatever, save us. So Billy hopped out of bed and started on his quest to defeat King Boobistuber and destroy the Dream Machine. Yeah, we got save load, we got controls. You configure choice from here, so top left, lower right. Okay, I'm not controlling this with the control pad. We can have sound, we can have PC speaker sound, or we can have ad-lib. Apparently Sound Blaster and Sound Source are not available with this configuration that I have for DOSBox, but close enough. We have SADlib, that's good enough. We have ad-lib Sound Blaster music supposedly, but I don't believe the game actually has music because of the thing where they wanted to fit it on a floppy disk. So let's start normal mode. We're going to the land of Tuberia. And yeah, we're supposed to have sound. I'm not hearing any. Our status window, we have 3 football helmets, which are our lives. We have 0 weird-looking ball with a face. Those are probably the Boobus bombs. And 0 keys. You cannot go up the hill to the bed. You can save. We can actually name saves now. And resume. Okay, we do have sound effects. We do not have music, but we have sound effects. We have Commander Keen with his football helmet, his pajamas, and what look like fuzzy bunny slippers. Status window is same there. We have a HUD in the top left that tells us our score, that tells us how many lives we have. We have our pole animation. We can crawl up poles fairly slowly. We can slide down poles fairly quickly. You can climb poles a little faster by jumping. You can also fall faster by jumping off. I think you can do down and jump to... No, you still get an up bit. You can crouch. It's not really a duck, and it looks very awkward. Yep, those don't actually hurt you, they just push you around, so it's safe to ignore them for the most part. There will, of course, be other opponents that do hurt you. Yeah, let's explore this first level. Yeah, that's one of the actually dangerous enemies. That's a potato with a helmet and a bayonet. There's a bunch of them down there. Can we look down? I guess not. That's 5 shots. Oh yeah, you can throw flower power at things to turn them into flowers. But as I recall, that's temporary. It's just a stun and they get unstunned after a bit. Yeah, they'll swing their bayonets at you. As long as they don't actually hit, you're safe. I think you can toss upward. Yeah, if you hold up, you will throw upward. Yeah, you can pick them up if you missed. I think this is one of those things you can drop through. Yeah, there's some points there that I missed. Yeah, you don't want those push you into the pit. Also, you don't have the pogo stick. But we finished the first stage, and the world kind of branches out. We got a bridge to what looks like a dam down here. We got waving tree there with a face. Several of them, actually. Here's what looks like a mine, perhaps. There's a water level, or a level by the water. I don't know if you actually swim in this game. There is swimming in Keen 4. That looks like a fortress. That looks like Apple Grove. Big happy grapes over there. It's a sprawling potato plant house. As I recall, the way this game works is you need to go into the regular levels to collect Boobus bombs, which you then need to fight King Boobus Tuber. Alright, well this is in the way, so let us save here. Feels like a dam, so let's call it that. And take a look into it. We've got buzzing little things here. Yeah, I see those and I immediately think danger because there are enemies that look like this in Keen 4. But this is not Keen 4. They're just background here. Yeah, it feels like there's something missing with no music. It didn't as much in Keen 1 because in the first trilogy, like, you know, there wasn't supposed to be music. And there wasn't the digitized sound effects either, but here, it just feels like something's missing. Yeah, can I get to anything else? Also, as I recall, the potatoes can't hurt you directly. It's the bayonet that does damage. Okay. I guess that was just in the way. I hear some radishes, maybe? Parsnip pass. Okay, that broccoli looks mean. Let's not mess with it. Of course, one nice thing is that now you actually see the points for grabbing things as you grab them. If Keen 1 had had something like this, well, the first trilogy, you wouldn't have had that oddity in 3, I think it was, where the item that's supposed to be 100 is 500, and the item that was supposed to be 500 was 100. Because, yeah, there, your score was not on the screen. So you couldn't just see it. And the items didn't show when you grabbed them either. You just grabbed them and oops. Yeah, you can tell Keen is better animated, but that doesn't necessarily mean the controls are any more comfortable. Oops. I keep falling off there and all over the place. I think it's a me thing. It feels like I'm overcorrecting for... Not sure if that's an enemy in that good old cavern there. That I'm pretty sure is, though. It's got a spiky face. Alright, what's my throwing trajectory? Good enough. And, yeah. You didn't make it past Parsnip Pass. How much did you do for life? 40,000. So yeah, I think I want to bait those... I think they're squashes. Oh, and they try to squash you. Yeah, that tracks. I think I want to bait them into jumping off like they did last time. Yeah, keep overcorrecting at the edges of the platforms. You have less momentum than I think you do. Bunny slippers. Okay, so there's another enemy there. And I got bayoneted. Yeah, there's a certain knack to playing this game that I feel like I don't have, at least yet. And the whole the way the ammunition works just makes things awkward. Oh, that was a 1-up. One fell off. That's not high enough to attract the other one. There. Yeah, there's no more points there. There's a key up there, though. The key is probably important. Yeah, that's better. And I could not... Well, I did just barely make it out of there before it unstunned, but that was close. How do I get up, though? Yeah, I don't like this. This is only a stun. It doesn't last very long. Yeah, is there another way out? Yeah, I keep... There we go. I kept hitting my head on the platform above, and it was muting the jump. Do I keep the key? No, I do not keep the key. You need to actually clear the level. Which makes sense, but yeah. But yeah, I feel like that one jump is harder than it was supposed to be. So you need to be right on the edge. Alright, so stand back here. A little further back. Yeah, your throwing angle is terrible. I'm probably going to continue from a save, so... Let's do some experimentation after our next death. I think the castle was where you go to fight King Boobastuber. There. Made the jump that time, but yeah, his head keeps clipping on the platform above. Okay, yes, you can throw downward. But when you throw forward, it's an awkwardly high trajectory. Alright, you can't just exit out the side. For some reason, I thought you might be able to, but no. Those are very good at going over you. Oh, there's the exit. Oh, those don't hurt you directly. Actually, I think a lot of things don't hurt you directly. But jumping right into their bayonet does not help. I think 2 done means I finished 2 levels. I can go from here. Oh, this is before that level. That gives me more chance to look around there. But yeah, I wanted to try going up to the castle. See if anything happens there. As I think this is your ultimate destination. But you can just go right in. Castle Tiberia. Maybe not. Okay, I thought I remembered that. They stick out their tongues, you can stand on the tongues. There's portraits of King Bubis Tuber. Something about this feels very Wolfenstein 3D. Okay. Do you need to get that way? That looks like a no. But falling back down doesn't help. The nice thing about those is they don't hurt you directly. Their damage box is in front of them, and there's a bit of delay before it kicks in. A little too early. There we go. That's a bit of a shortcut and some candy. Maybe you do need to go this way to get here. Oh, angry tomatoes. I think the grapes are basically thwomps. Yep. Could have sworn that was further to the side. Okay, so I guess this isn't where the boss is. Or if it is, you have to get through there to get to it. Are there any other levels that are blocking something? Or is it just the dam? I think I'll take a quick look at another level and... Yeah, I can't get to that grape level from here. Spud City, Boobus Bombs near. Okay, so there is a notification if there are Boobus Bombs in the area. And that is telling you, go find them. Yeah, I don't know what that is. A banana pepper, maybe? Yeah, climbing holes is slow and monotonous. Again, it would help if there were music. Alright, if you press left and right, you face that direction, which does not put your body in that direction. If you press right, you face right, your body goes left. Okay, I cannot see anything from here. And there does not seem to be anything here. Unless, are some of those solid? They are in different colors. Alright, you can't jump down through that because it's fully solid. Oh, those aren't solid. Yeah, thought I could slip past it. Alright, we'll give it one more try. Yeah, I'm not feeling this right now. got peppered. No, I should really try to rebeat the dam level at least, just to get back to after the dam. So let's do that. Bridge Bottoms, that's what it's called. Yeah, there is more to this level. There's a bunch of ammo up there, but I can't get to it from here. Yeah, this feels like it's kind of the know where things are already or miss most of them stage. Yeah, there's just some candy up there. Yeah, so that primarily just gets in your way. Let's wander over here. Okay, here's another level that's in the way. Okay, this time save before going in. Damn boss, sure. Rhubarb Rapids. And this has Boobus Bombs also. We have not seen any Boobus Bombs yet, but that's what they are over there. 3 Boobus Bombs, a key, and a flower pot, which is 5 shots. The individual dot things are... Okay, that's just background. It looks like a platform. Yeah, this game has a lot of these slanted platforms where it can be tricky to do your jumps properly. Yeah, that felt like it was lined up perfectly for that. Alright, this jump. Yeah, we'll give it another try. Yeah, those potatoes really aren't all that threatening once you get used to how they move. Yeah, you can just duck under these. And bait them into jumping off entirely. Yeah, you can jump. You can throw straight down. Okay, you need a key for that. Of course. I was waiting for it to unstun, and when it wasn't, I decided to run past it, and then it unstunned, and yeah. Yeah, there's a reason why in Goodbye Galaxy, when you stun something, it just stays stunned. This is not the best design decision. Especially when you don't have infinite ammo. We'll go a little further just to see what else is in the stage. Okay. Or not. Potato. Yeah, I'm not really feeling like continuing for now. We've seen a few stages, gotten a feel for how the game works. I'll play some more next week, maybe do a little practice before then, just to get back in the feel of the game. For now, this has been Aerofon playing Keen Dreams, and yeah, it just feels weird. You don't have a real weapon, you don't have your pogo stick. It feels like there's supposed to be music, but there isn't any. It's just kind of this awkward in-between game where they got some improvements and technical stuff from the first trilogy. Like you have digitized sound, you have nicer looking graphics, you have better animation. but you don't get the music, you don't get more of the polish that the Goodbye Galaxy has. You don't have a proper weapon that feels good. Yeah, it's just kind of the weird stepchild of the Commander Keen series. And yeah, the plot has nothing to do with the overarching plot of the series either. The invasion of the Vorticons, we had the invasion of the Vorticons, which was, it turned out to be, the Grand Intellect was behind it. The plot, the whole thing in the other King games, 4, 5, and 6, it's not directly spelled out for you, but that's also related to the Grand Intellect and what he's up to. But this is just it's just this weird. Keen doesn't want to eat his vegetables, and he has some bizarre vegetable dream, and yeah, it really has nothing to do with the series. They just put the character in there, and okay, fight vegetables for reasons. Yeah. Anyway, I'll come back to this next week. You can see the first Keen trilogy and miscellaneous other stuff in the archives. Feel free to check that out. I'm currently playing through Rain World and posting videos of that on Monday and Thursday. We're just about to the point where I finally make it out of the, what was it, the farmer race. Yes. We're riding deer. Or deer-like creatures with really, really long legs. And regardless, until next week, enjoy your weekend.